Every day you wake up, you drink coffee or tea, you check your phone, you go to work or study, you come home, you relax, you sleep, and tomorrow, you do it all again. These aren't just random sentences. This is the present simple tense, the most powerful tool in your English-speaking toolkit. And today, in the next 20 minutes, you're going to master it. Welcome to Listen and Learn English Easy. I'm Sarah, and this is your space to learn real English, slowly, clearly, and without the confusing grammar jargon. If you're an A1 or A2 learner ready to speak confidently about your daily life, this episode was made for you. Segment 1. What is present simple? Let's start with a question. Why do we call it present simple? Because it's simple, really. We use it for three main things in our daily lives. And once you know these three situations, you'll start hearing present simple everywhere, in podcasts, in movies, in your coworkers' conversations. Number 1. Habits and routines. I want you to think about your morning. What do? Maybe you wake up at 7 a.m., you brush your teeth, you eat breakfast, you take the bus to work. These aren't happening right now as you listen. These are things that happen regularly, again and again. This is present simple for habits and routines. Number 2. Facts and general truths. Listen to these sentences. The sun rises in the east. Water boils at 100 degrees. Cats love to sleep. I live in London. These aren't about today or tomorrow specifically. They're always true. They're facts. Present simple handles these effortlessly. Number 3. Fixed schedules. The train leaves at 8:30. The shop opens at 9 a.m. My English class starts on Monday. Even if we're talking about the future, if it's on a timetable or schedule, we use present simple. It's like the tense is saying, this is fixed. This is certain. Now, here's your first shadowing practice. I'm going to say 3 sentences. Wait for the pause, then repeat them out loud. Don't worry about perfection. Your mouth needs to feel the rhythm. Shadowing practice 1. I wake up early every day. She works in a hospital. The movie starts at 7 p.m. Excellent. Feel how the verbs just sit there? Stable, reliable. That's the energy of present simple. Segment 2. The S rule. He, she, it. 3:30 to 7:15. Sarah. Now, let's talk about the one rule that confuses every beginner. But I'm going to make it impossible to forget. The S rule. When we talk about I, you, we, or they, our verb stays naked, plain, simple. I work from home. You study English. We eat dinner at 6. They live in Paris. But when we talk about he, she, or it, just these 3 little words, our verb needs an S like a jacket. He works from home. She studies English. It eats at 6. My brother lives in Paris. Why? I don't know. English is strange sometimes, but here's how I remember it. He, she, it make the verb fit. The S is like making the verb dress up for third person. Common mistake alert. Beginners often say, he work in an office. No, that's undressed. That's informal. We need, he works in an office. Or they add S everywhere. I works, you works. No, only he, she, it. Everyone else stays plain. Pronunciation note. And here's something interesting. The S has 3 different sounds depending on the verb. Don't worry about memorizing this. Just let your ears absorb it. S sound. Works, likes, speaks. Z sound. Goes, plays, lives, loves. Is sound. watches, teaches, fixes. Listen to these pairs, shadow after me. Shadowing practice 2. She works in a bank. He watches TV every night. My cat sleeps all day. The bus leaves at 8. It rains a lot in London. She always arrives early. Beautiful. Your brain is building the pattern now. Segment 3. Negative sentences. The don't and doesn't magic. Okay, what if you want to say someone does not do something? How do we make it negative? Again, we split into 2 groups. Group 1, I, you, we, they. Group 2, he, she, it. For Group 1, everyone except he, she, it, we use don't. I don't like coffee. I do not like. You don't understand. We don't work on Sundays. They don't speak French. Simple, right? Just add don't before your plain verb. But for he, she, it, we use doesn't. And here's the magic trick. When doesn't appears, the verb loses its S. He doesn't like coffee. Not doesn't likes. She doesn't understand. It doesn't work. My phone doesn't have battery. The doesn't carries the S now, so the verb relaxes. It goes back to plain form. He doesn't likes? No, he doesn't like. She doesn't works? No, she doesn't work. This is actually easier than positive sentences. Once you use doesn't, you never worry about the verb S again. Shadowing practice 3. I don't eat meat. She doesn't drive. They don't live here anymore. He doesn't speak English. We don't have time today. It doesn't matter. Great work! Notice how it doesn't matter is such a useful phrase. Keep that one in your pocket. Segment 4. Questions. Flipping the switch. Questions in present simple follow the same group logic, but instead of adding don't or doesn't, we use do or does at the very beginning of the sentence. Group 1. I, you, we, they gets do. Do you like pizza? Do they live nearby? Do we need tickets? Do I look tired? Yes, you can question yourself. Group 2. He, she, it gets does. And just like with negative, when does appears, the verb stays plain. No S. Does he work here? Does she know the answer? Does it hurt? Does your dog bite? Listen to the music of these questions. The voice usually goes up at the end. Do you like it? Does she work here? That's the sound of English questions. Let's practice asking and answering. Shadowing practice 4. Question and answer. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does he live in this city? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do they eat breakfast? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Does she work from home? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Do we have homework? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Perfect. Short answers. Yes, I do. No, he doesn't are what native speakers use. You don't need to repeat the whole sentence. Segment 5. Signal words. Your time clues. English gives you clues. When you hear certain words, your brain should immediately think, ah, present simple. I call these signal words. They're like flags waving at you. Frequency words. How often? Always. 100% of the time. I always brush my teeth. Usually. 80 to 90%. We usually eat at 7. Often/frequently. 60 to 70%. She often calls her mom. Sometimes. 40 to 50%. I sometimes drink tea. Rarely/seldom. 10%. He rarely gets angry. Never. 0%. I never smoke. Other signal words. Every day, every week, every month, every year. On Mondays, on weekends, on my birthday. At night, at 5 o'clock, at Christmas. When you hear these, you know present simple is coming. It's like a grammar GPS. Shadowing Practice 5. Full sentences. I always wake up at 6 a.m. She usually takes the train. We sometimes go to the cinema. He never eats vegetables. They play football every Sunday. The shop closes at 9 p.m. Segment 6. Real-life dialogue. Putting it all together. Now, listen to a real conversation between two friends. Notice how much present simple they use. This is exactly how native speakers talk. Hey, Tom, what do you usually do on weekends? Well, I always sleep late on Saturday. Then I usually meet my friends for coffee. We don't do anything special, just talk and relax. What about you? I work on Saturdays, actually. I work at a cafe, but I don't work on Sundays, so I always go to the park or visit my parents. Do you ever go to the cinema? Sometimes, but I prefer watching movies at home. It's cheaper, and I can pause when I want. Does your cafe show movies or something? No, we just serve coffee and cake. But we close early on Sundays, at 4 p.m., so I have the evening free. Did you catch them? Let's count. Do, usually, always, meet, don't do, work, don't work, always go, visit, ever go, prefer, watching. Wait, that's continuous. We'll save that for another episode. Does your cafe show, serve, close, have? Present simple is the backbone of daily conversation. Master this, and you master daily English. Final shadowing. Before we finish, let's do one final shadowing session. A quick review of everything. Speak with confidence. Even if you're alone, say it loud. Final shadowing review. I live in your city. She works as a job. We don't like food you dislike. He doesn't play sports. Do you enjoy learning English? Yes, I do. Does it rain often in your country? They always eat dinner together. The class starts at 9 a.m. Beautiful work today. Remember, present simple is your friend for habits, facts, and schedules. Don't stress about mistakes. Every S you forget is just a lesson for next time. This has been Listen and Learn English Easy. I'm Sarah, and I'll be back next week with Present Continuous, how to talk about what you're doing right now. Until then, try this challenge. Describe your daily routine to yourself in the mirror using only present simple. 5 sentences. You can do it. Keep listening, keep learning, keep speaking. See you next time.